Out for Oregon Public Schools, and the new Common Core testing had a big impact on the scores.
But we wanted to know what these report cards really mean for students. And our Lisa Balick is looking into this afternoon. And Lisa, what did you find out?
Well, as we know, Oregon and Washington use this new Smarter Balance test in math and English. Now, Portland schools say that results show 86% of their freshmen on track to graduate. In Beaverton, students outperform the state averages in math and English. But I found out there's still doubt whether the new tests are worth the millions spent on them.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Here's what the report cards look like. You can find them on the State Department of Education website and look specifically at your school. It shows how each grade there performed compared to similar districts and state averages. It's supposed to show growth from previous year's tests, but that could be debatable since this was the first year of the new test. I had asked a state education leader last year what he thought would be the results.
You expect 65% of the kids not to pass this test. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
In fact, except for 11th grade math, kids generally did better than expected. One big problem is that at several schools, though, many parents decided not to have their kids take the English and math tests. So you see this. At least 95% in the school did not take the assessments. So the report for that school reads, interpret results with caution. And that's why some traditionally high-performing high schools did not score well, because students boycotted the test.
My takeaway is take it with a grain of salt.
The head of the Portland Association of Teachers is not a fan of the new Smarter Balance tests, especially with only 13 other states using it.
Other states are taking a similar test, as opposed to our state just taking its own tests.
I think in the beginning, a few years ago, that's what was happening. But if you see all over the nation, a lot of the states are actually withdrawing from those particular state tests.
School districts and teachers were supposed to be rated as a result of the test, but state lawmakers gave them a one-year grace period, since this again was the first year of the new test.
Now, one other thing to keep in mind, the governor, remember, signed a bill this year that actually expands the ways the parents can opt out their kids from taking this test. So the expectation is there are probably going to be more. They even have to publicize that right to every parent on this.
But then isn't the state worried that would maybe cut off some federal funding?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the big key. That's the big carrot, and sort of the stick of having to spend millions on the state test and take the test. Bottom line, when you ask teachers, you ask parents, you talk to the kids, the bottom line is, as far as all the testing goes, you know what your best test is? Go talk to your child's teacher, ask them, how are they doing? Are they on track?
Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Back to the basics almost.
Yes,
Let's have that
grade.
face-to-face conversation.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Lisa.